Special, are you happy? Look what you've done. Look at what's happened. Hamster's an unkillable, ungodly freak of nature. 6. Now, why have I done these 10 hours? Internet quote. But also, in all seriousness, Ball is really fun right now, so he should be nerfed into the ground. Hampton, the Overwatch 2 Rule 34 community's least favourite Diva clone and the biggest Spider-Man wannabe of this year, is, in all seriousness, quite fun. Now, how do you play him, you ask? Well, remember when Fortnite had those, grappling hook balls? It's that, but more complicated. You have a hook that you can use your 5th grade understanding of physics to break people's spines with, and additionally, you can do a ground pound move when you're high enough. This ability is alright, but when you combo it with the payload and geometry, walls, or even enemies, you can get enough height to slam, which is pretty funny. The final ability for Ball is a big burst of green health, depending on how many enemies are nearby. Also, his ult is on a different level of effectivity. You give birth to a bunch of little bombs that look like hamster but smaller, and the sight alone causes all of the opposing team to get lobotomized, then run straight into the balls like a death moth or to a light. And that's it for Hamster. He can also shoot. Yeah, that's right, he can disengage ball mode and start gunning people down. The best strategy I found throughout these 10 hours is charging through an enemy, ground pounding them, then gunning them down like the arsehole I am. Now, how is buffed Hampton? Well, he is unkillable demigod. Now, even unkillable demigods can be killed by the two usual suspects, Sombra and Bastion. Bastion is obviously a counter because of certainty. But Sombra is also a pain because the hack not only disables your ball, it pulls you out the ball, it slows you down and makes you weak to bullets. You just die instantly. And also, when a Sombra hacks you, it does leave you right. But I guess everyone's rubbish at Overwatch because just look at these leaderboards. Honestly, he doesn't die. So what actually happened in hour 1? Well, I tried out some of the new game browser games while I waited for my first game on my pool. It was interesting because I couldn't move at all. I was simply too smooth-brained, and I even died somehow. But yeah, most of the first half was trying to figure out the movement and abilities and falling off the edge many times. Don't judge me the first hour, okay? I wasn't ready for it. I also noticed that somehow strong Cassie is against my tank. Oh my god, I need to do him next hour. Surprisingly, that's my first game again, despite how strong Hamster is. I swear, the title wasn't clickbait, I'm just mentally challenged. What was wrong with my gameplay, you ask? Well, I really rely on ball form. I release my swings far too late, and I cannot aim. I am a Mercy main after all, so we're not supposed to do that. But the thing is, I fixed most of these problems with my gameplay after hour 2, and I only have to watch one Karki video this time. But I also do keep getting Colosseum this hour, which became very annoying for past me to play, present me to view, and future me to edit, I assume. Who could have guessed one map could be all 13 of my reasons why? But don't worry, my game crashed halfway through playing, sparing me from more Colosseum. So much pain was saved by them. Thank you, Overwatch 2. I joined back though and start that Hampton grind again, and I said I wouldn't cry, but I miss Ike Balls so much. I'll never forget you. We always live in our hearts, Ike Balls, and deathmatch lobbies, pressed outbursts aside, I keep playing and improving until by the end of hour 1 I consistently get 10 kills without dying, so it was sort of evened out. Hour 2, or hour 3 as I have it saved as, because I'm less smart than Timmy from South Park. But all the mental trauma from 10 hours of Winston probably did that to me. First game on, hour 2, I picked ball, surprisingly. I really started to understand the power of swinging ground pounding by this point. Sure, I'm far from learning the nobility and mobility, but at least I can commit mass homicides. If I had to describe this hour, it would be Hamster's ball dropped, because I counted I used this move 27 times in the first game. I win this game, obviously, but I don't really feel like I deserve to, because I'm allergic to using my shields for some reason. And this persisted through my second hour, dying many times simply because I refused to press a button unless I was in gangbang range of the entire enemy team. This would soon change, and I remember feeling like a god in the second hour because of it. Now, if you want me to be a good hamster main, then you need to learn the utter power of displacing enemies if you're knocked back. Like, in all seriousness, even if it's just a knockback that leaves so many people confused and vulnerable. But in all seriousness, hour 3 is my early peak. What is an early peak? Well, it's a self-trademarked title that I give my hours that I sort of invented in the last video, but I didn't really mention it, where, as Winston, I peaked really early in the first hour, and then peaked again in hour 10, basically. My early peak this time is hour 3. I started by playing arcade to get my challenges done, because this was before Hanzo event. Oh my god, amazing. To many people's shock and dismay, I played hamster the first game. One thing I learnt from this hour was that even if you are animated, you can still get shields. I know it sounds pretty basic, but it was new to me. Remembering hour 3 was my early peak. Well, now it's my full, because... What is this? I exploded my sweat gland, somehow, and then it got infected. Oh joy. So infected that most of my left arm was numb and I could barely hold a controller. So basically, I couldn't play video games for a while. So I took a week off, and then I took about another week of not wanting to play Hampton. So yeah, that added about 2 weeks to the sort of development cycle. It's now this is pretty rubbish, but basically, hour 5 and a couple more hours in this video had Lee and me talking throughout it. We're gonna add in like this montage and stuff like that about it all, and have like fun fit, you know, but apparently it's classified as hate speech, even though I've like sort of fine-tuned it a bit and found stuff that's actually counted as hate speech is stuff where it's me poking fun at England, which is where I'm from, and him poking fun at Australia, where he's from. So I don't really understand the reason behind it, but apparently it's not allowed. And with all the quote-unquote offensive stuff taken out, it's about 10 seconds long. It's really... I know that sounds bad, but there's really nothing that's allowed. So I just decided to say this instead, but yeah. Gone to the next hour. Hour 6, and I'm back 2 weeks later with my new and improved sweat gland. Last hour was a bit of dull because I was mostly just trying to relearn hamster, but faster. So most of this hour was just me barely moving whilst getting the hang of having 2 working arms again, which was fun. If you are rusty at playing with balls, make sure to leave a like. And if you're not rusty at playing with balls, make sure to leave a like.
Hi, I'm Snugglepuff74. My monster powers are thunder stomps, horn beams, and tricking your kids into sending me nude photos.
Oh, Jesus Christ. First of all, hey guys, it's Edison at my back. I'm back again. So I've got some more bad news. So there's even more problems with good old Lee. There was some funny zingers in there, but a few problems. So firstly, yeah, all the hate speech stuff from the last one, but also in this one, the audio quality is really bad for some reason. There's muffled noises, but it's still considered hate speech. You can't forget the hate speech. But yeah, I've just had to do this again. I'm really sorry. I don't mean this happened, but it's just unlucky. We were too racist. For all of the Lee haters out there, I know you exist, including me, of course. You're in luck because of the lack of Lee in this hour. Instead, it's me showing my whole hog by myself on YouTube. But anyways, my hamster game is in peak this hour, and the next time, like my Winton video that you should totally watch, by the way, I don't feel the overwhelming urge to kill myself. Oh, that's most of hour 9. I commit murder with a sentient hamster controlling a giant metal ball, and I find it kinda hot. I decided to celebrate hour 10 with the purchase of the sexy new skin on my free battle pass credits. But sadly, I had no one to flex it with, not even Lee, because my drip was just too fire. I persisted having fun playing ball by myself for minutes. But unlike last hour 10, I'm going to play with Hampton after this video because of how genuinely funny he is. But back to the hour, and what is there to say? I rolled around, I laughed, I cried, I learned, I loved, and by the end, I could truly say I spent 10 hours playing with my balls. Should you play Sphere? Yes, he's OP right now, and he's always tons of fun. Definitely the best space animal. But you're not important, I'm the main character of this story, so how did I go? Well,
this is my final stats on Wrecking Ball after 10 hours. So I played 73 games, won 48 and I lost 25. That's a 65% win rate. 1,116 eliminations, my best was 33, my average per 10 minutes was 17.30. 3.6 eliminations per life, and my best was 23. Got 225 assists, with my best being 11th, and my average per 10 minutes being 3.6. I died 308 times, which is nothing compared to my kills, and my average per 10 minutes was 4.77.
Now, after I got this footage, I have played about 14-15 hours of ball. Like, not after that, I'm up to hour 15 now ball. That just goes to show how funny it actually was, because like, I keep stopping the script writing just to go play him. So that's probably added about a couple more days on to making this video. But anyways, that doesn't matter. What should you take from this video? It is, I really hate special. But in all seriousness, I just hate special people. Like special. Now on to the other stuff. I know what you're thinking. Why have I put this in? Well, I thought instead of making 2 videos no one will watch, I would make just 1. So how did I feel about the season? Well, I feel robbed because of certain changes. I give context to both of them. Season 1 and 2, I've been a Junkrat and Mercy main all the time I've been playing Overwatch 2. I've only played Overwatch 2, I haven't played Overwatch 1. But yeah, all that stuff, I've only played Junkrat and Mercy. And I'm mad, I feel robbed because of how bad it feels to play Mercy now. The movement is so clunky with these changes. Mercy's biggest counter now was her pocket walking around a corner. It's also annoying how much incentive there is to shoot the Mercies now, because if you shoot the pocket, that heals the Mercy. It makes it harder to kill both of them. But if you shoot the Mercy, the healing doesn't kick in until the Mercy's already dead. So you can't really do much, and you could just go, well, why don't you fly away? Well, you can't, because you don't have the movement, because it takes 3 seconds to recharge. Don't even get me started on Junkrat. They said they wouldn't touch him. They said, well, they did say they were going to touch him. They said they were going to touch his, like, bits where you, like, blind fire over a roof or something, and you're not even aiming, and you get kills from that. Instead, they nerfed the combo where you do, like, a shoot then landmine into the ground. That can barely hurt a fly now. And puts you, like, 50 metres away from the person you're shooting. It's so annoying. Now, where were we? Well, I bet I should probably, you know, give the season a ranking. I think I'd give about 5 Irishmen out of 6 quid.